Alright, what is up guys? This is part 2 of how to ride a motorcycle. I know a lot of you some of you have watched that video and thought that it's pretty helpful especially for new riders. So this is part 2. I'll be sharing with you more about how to improve your riding. So if you haven't watched the part 1 of this, how to ride a motorcycle, I will put the link in the description below. So take a look. This is part 2. So actually, from the first video, I've taught you how to actually ride a motorcycle, how to handle the clutch, the throttle, the brakes and stuff. This is the clutch. So now I'll be going through with you more of the buttons on the handlebar. I realized in the first video I only taught you like how to ride, but I didn't go through all the functions here on the handlebar, which is I think is quite important for new riders as well, because all these will be some features will be actually keeping you safe on the road. And yeah, so let us turn this baby on. Okay, I'll recommend you to wait for the tachometer to run fully before you start the engine. So let's start this engine. Alright. Oh, a lot of heavy vehicles here, very loud. Okay, I want to go through with you. Okay, let's start from the left side of the handlebar. This is, I think most bikes basically they have the very basic function. So this is FZ, this is the FZ16 ST model, very similar to the FZ16, just that more fairings. Then this all this setup here, right? I would say that most bikes are the same, unless you're riding like a DRZ 400. The functions it works the same, just that the buttons are different, so you just have to take note. So you just go through the basics of these buttons first. So usually on the left side, this button here goes up and on. So once you press it, you can see that the tachometer here, the light turns blue, is lighted up. So this is basically your high beam. So you press down, it's off. So let me show you. So when you start your bike, usually the lights are automatically on due to safety concerns. You won't be able to turn off your motorcycle lights. Even in SSDC, once you turn on, I believe, yeah, the lights are on automatically. So this is your basic light. I hope you can see it's in the day now, not very, not as bright as in the night. So once you turn on the high beam, let's turn it on. Yep, this is basically your high beam. So one is the normal light, low beam, one is the high beam. So for this bike, yeah, the light is like that. So one is low, one is high. So whenever you switch, let's say I switch it on, back again, then it goes back to the normal. So on the road, you always want to keep your lights on the low beam, so you don't distract other riders, like oncoming traffic. They won't be blinded by your lights and stuff. You usually use high beam when it's fairly dark. Maybe there's no lights, the lamp, all these street lights here you see is like turned off, then the whole road is actually dark. So you use your high beam to illuminate your road, so you can see better, you can see further as well. So if there's no use for it, turn it off. And this red button here is actually also to engage your high beam. So like when you press, let's say I press here, I press and hold, yep, you see it's lighted up. Let go, it's off. So this is also to engage your high beam. See, let's say I press, this one, it lights both. Can you see? It keeps the low beam light on, but it lights up the high beam. So I press this, yep, it engages. So basically this is like just like the same, it's the same function as a car. When you flick your high beam, is to alert the riders. Instead of horning, you just want to alert them that, hey, you are there. So you just flick, alert them, so they can see you in a way. So like when it comes to like some cars, they suddenly cut you off, you can just flick the lights like that, so that they are aware. But it's not as effective as a horn there. A horn is definitely much more effective or anyway, this button here is the horn. It's usually placed at a very convenient spot for you to press, so that you don't mess it up when you really need to press the horn. This is your left signal light. This one, it just indicates like your signal light is on, so you have to remember like which side you are on. So this is left, show you. So left, I will switch the signal to right now. Yep, see, the right side is lighted, same as the back. Yep, see, it's lighted. Make sure you do these checks for your SSDC or when you buy your first bike or second hand bike, so that you know that all the functions, all the signal lights are working. You don't have to send it to a mechanic to do your rewiring and stuff, which will cost you like money as well. So to turn off the signal, usually you just press it in. When you press it in, it just resets the signal. So now I switch on, it's lighting, press off, simple. Yep, and this here is the choke. Actually, honestly, I've ridden so many bikes. I have never once used oh, what's this? The spider on my eye. I have never once used this choke. So usually choke is like when you have a cold start, I believe. When you have a cold start, like my DRZ, every time I start, right, I have to use the choke. But the choke is basically at this carburetor here. So I just pull it out, I just start. Then once it warms up, I'll just press it back in to off the choke. But this one, I don't, honestly, I don't know how to use this choke. Because I tried experimenting. Like, okay, let's turn this off. Let's say, are you supposed to press it down, then you start? Okay, so it works the same. So this is my first time using this. So okay, you see, I'm not doing any like throttle and stuff. I'm not touching the throttle, and you can hear that the revs are going quite high at 3000 RPM. So it's like, so usually when a cold start, you cannot start your engine, you engage the choke like this, then it will help you to run the throttle at a higher rev. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now lah. So once you are done with the choke, okay, your bike, let's say it's warm up. Usually it's like for those winter countries, we don't really use, because it's quite warm here. So let's say your bike is warmed up, I believe you can just turn it off. The choke is off. So now you see the rev dropped to less than 2000, 1.5, around like 1.5 like that. So yeah, like that. Make sure that it's totally off. So this is how I usually ride my bike. The choke like that is off. When you press it down, you rev up to warm your bike. Once it's done, you off. Sometimes because cold start, you try to start the engine, cannot start. So you engage the choke, then you start. It will help to warm your bike better. Okay, make sure it's off. So yeah, this I'm learning as I teach as well. Oh my god, this is a best teacher, man. World class. Okay, so as you know, okay, I've already taught you. Hey, why got spider web here? What the hell? Oh, yeah, must be the spider just now lah. So clutch, taught you already. This is the throttle, the front brakes. Okay, this one don't care lah. This one is my front and rear camera. This is, I think, to take a photo. I don't really use this. Like I think this is the front camera. This is the rear camera. Hey, I can feel that it's raining. Alamak. So yeah, don't care about this one. This is the Q switch. Okay, now you know the engine is up. This is the Q switch button. It's usually red. So once I switch it on, yeah, see the engine dies. So if you want to start again, press it. Yeah, the Q switch. So I believe some of you have seen some of them they use the Q switch, like before they even come to a stop, they will just queue the bike. Then they'll just glide into their car park, the slot, then they off the engine. But I don't really recommend doing that. Usually I don't use the Q switch one. I will just like leave it on. Then I will just park my bike already, then I'll just close the key. I don't touch this one lah. But sometimes you have to make sure that this is on lah. Because most of the time okay, this is just a sharing experience for me, is that sometimes I push the bike and stuff, then I might accidentally hit the Q switch, but I don't know. Then I try to start the bike. Okay, you can still start the ignition, let it run. Then usually I'll just press then I'm like, how come my starter cannot start? Oh shit. Then the first thing you go near the engine, you Got sound or not? How come no sound? Like, hey, what's the problem? You will totally forget about the kill switch, I tell you. This was what happened. Then I called the tow company to help me to tow the bike. But just lucky lah. It's lucky that when I called the tow about 5 minutes later, I realized that, hey, siala, my kill switch on. Then I try. Then I start. Oh shit, it's a kill switch. Then I have to faster call the tow company that, hey, sorry, don't need, it's because my kill switch. Paiseh, you know. So yeah, so make sure your kill switch is not engaged before you start the bike. Make sure that it's in the correct position. So last time when I called the tow, so some of the tow companies will ask you a few questions, say that, hey, you should make sure your kill switch is it correct position. Then I say, oh yeah, I checked already. So yeah, make sure yeah lah, here nothing else already lah, kill switch. Yeah, so I think these are the things that I haven't gone through with you guys in the part 1 video. So yeah, it's raining already there. You can see lah. I don't know if you can see but I can feel droplets on my body. Alright, so I'll be going through with you some of the riding aspects, I would say, how to improve your riding. So let's not waste time, it's gonna rain soon. So I hope you guys remember how to, oh yeah, I hope you guys remember how to mount your bike and stuff. So a few riders have pointed out that when you take your 2B, right, you will still have to put your bike on the main stand. So like this main stand, I'm not too sure, I cannot remember it's side or main stand lah, but since most of them pointed out it's main stand, we'll do main stand. So usually your handlebar will be tilted to the left, so you want to put it straight first. Okay, bring your bike down from the main stand. Okay, then put on side stand first. Yeah, remember to put down your side stand so that once you put your main stand, you can straight away lean it on the side, so you want the less chances of dropping the bike lah. So once on side stand, okay, you'll follow the class 2B method. Close your side stand first. Remember to grab your front brakes so that your bike don't roll. Mount the bike. Okay, now that you're mounted, turn the key. Okay, wait for it to run. Okay, let's start the engine. Okay, now you are basically mounted on the bike, so let's ride. I hope you remember lah. So clutch in, gear 1. Don't release your clutch first, because once you release, the whole bike will die on you, because you are now engaged in gear 1. Okay, signal right. Okay, check back. Okay, totally clear. Let's go. Okay, before you start, I would like to tell you guys also, okay, previously I taught you that you are to release your clutch to a biting point. Then once you feel the bike is moving, you will put some gas into it, and then release the clutch, change gear 2, and then gear 3. Okay, I'm going too fast because here got speed camera. So this is what I taught you guys. Okay, let's come to a stop right here. I hope they don't catch me, doing this video or stuff. Not doing anything illegal, right? Okay, come to a stop. Okay, what you can do, right, if you are afraid of letting go of your clutch too fast, then letting the engine die on you, what you can do, just like what you will be taught when you are going up on a slope lah. So okay, wait, there's a bus coming from my back. I'll just let him pass first because I don't want to disrupt. Okay, so what you can do is actually the same method as when your bike is actually stopped on the slope. Let's say you are stopped on the slope, you don't have to actually release the clutch first. You can actually put gas first. So let's say example, so for now you can actually give some gas first. So let's say, okay, now full engage the clutch. So when you give the gas, your bike don't actually move lah. So you can see your bike don't move. Once you let the clutch go, yeah, it will start to move because it engages the engine. The clutch engages the engine. So let's say so now full clutch, you add some gas first. Okay, you can see my bike rev is actually going up. See, from about 1.5 you go up to about 2.5. So once it goes up, hold it there. So now when you release your clutch, right, your bike won't actually die on you. You don't have to worry that wow, your bike will go. So now you see, add gas ready, right? Release the clutch, then add more gas. Same thing, up gear. So yeah, so that's basically how you, this second is an alternative method of actually starting your bike lah. You don't have to let go your clutch to biting point first. You can actually put, oh, what's this? Why are you taking photos? So you can actually throttle first, then let go the clutch slowly. But once you let go the clutch, you will have to put more gas so that you make sure that your you know, your bike also don't die, because you might not, maybe you never put enough gas that's why your bike might die also. So once you throttle a bit, let go the clutch, then put more gas into it. Then you want up gear, just same thing off the gas, clutch in, up gear, then release slowly, gas like that. Oh, I'm in 5th gear already. Okay, check back. Okay, so now I'll do a U-turn. So what I want to emphasize to you guys is that let's do a U-turn. I want you to observe like when I'm doing a U-turn. Okay, so that's a basic U-turn. I'm not teaching you like how to U-turn. I'm actually want to emphasize to you that when you are riding a bike, I want you to, your head and your body and your bike is basically separated, I would say. When you first started off, definitely you will be very stick to the bike. Wherever the bike head moves, your head or your body will follow the bike one. But you don't want to you don't want your body and your head to follow the bike, but you want a separation where you look where you want to go and the bike follows you. Yeah, you don't want the bike to bring you, you don't want the bike to actually like direct you where to go, but you want to direct the bike where you want to go. You understand what I mean? You are the one in control right here. So like what most riders say, where you look is basically where your bike is gonna go. So if like say I will, maybe there's some like wild ball on the left side here, I look, so usually when you look you will tend to turn left. You see my bike tends to turn left already. So where you look is basically where your bike follows. There is like a subconscious thing So if you look right, usually your bike will turn right also So let's say I will show you when I'm doing a U-turn. Okay, let's do another U-turn. When I'm doing a U-turn, you will want to look at where you want to go. You don't want to follow your bike. Okay, wait, okay, should be able to do one here. Rev match. So you want to look. Can you see that? Look at, oh, actually I corner a bit too low until my shoe scraped the floor. So yeah, for starters you won't be able to get this one. I tell you, you will be very scared to ride a bike and then to look at the direction where you want to go. So get used to it. I'm telling you that once you are a better rider, this is what you will actually do. Oh yeah, so eventually I want all of you to ride better on the road. This is how we improve our riding So don't be sticking. Okay, when you first started, definitely you'll be sticking one to the tachometer, your handle. So what you want to get used to is to familiarize with all the buttons on your bike. I want you to actually ride your bike, and when you want to signal left, you just signal left. Signal right, you want to horn, you just horn. You don't have to look at where your hands are to actually engage these buttons. You understand what I mean? So like whenever there's a situation like emergency situation, I need to horn, I'll just press on the horn. I don't have to find where is it. Where is it? By the time you find sorry, I mean sorry, that's my natural reaction. You already could have crashed into whatever that is happening already So yeah, let's do another one. Woo! 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 That feeling damn fun, I say. Yeah, once you get it down, you enjoy the feeling of like doing all the corners. Once you're confident lah. So yeah. So you always want to look far lah when you are riding. Look far. When you are driving on the highway, you want to look at the car in front of you, and also you want to see the car in front of that car. So if let's say in front that car never brake, right, but you see the car that is in front of that car braking, you will know that the one in front of you is gonna brake already ma. So you have to stop lah. Hey, why got TP here? Salah. Sekali they say, hey, how come got this guy keep circling around this area? Suspicious ah. Must come and spot check. But he never look at me leh. So yeah, let me do a quick stop right here. If you don't actually know, I actually did my rev match video at this particular spot right here as well. So if you see me do my rev matching, right, you can actually go to that video. Yeah, that video will teach you on rev matching as well. So what else did I miss? Oh, by the way, I'm actually filming on my new helmet. If you guys have followed me on my Instagram, I have bought a new helmet, the Airoh GP550 S. It's a sports bike helmet. And yeah, I got this so that, you know, my HJC isn't very like effective lah for my R1M, so I thought I got this one. When I actually tucked down the vision of the HJC Rafa 70 it's actually blocking my view lah, so don't really feel very comfortable, but this one is quite comfortable. Yeah, so let me show you. I'm actually using this helmet on my FZ16. I will take a video on my phone. Yeah, hopefully you can see. Yeah, this is my new helmet with my new mount GoPro setup. This is what I'm actually videoing right now with. The Sina is just yeah, just leave it here lah. Yeah, but I'm using the GoPro. Mine is Hero 6. Yeah, you like it? Yeah, so I'm actually using this helmet on my FZ16, which I feel that is like very ridiculous. But I mean, hey, safety comes first, right? No, like, I'm using this helmet because of the GoPro mount. I just want to test, like, will it drop? Is it stable and stuff? So, but I know I look ridiculous with this helmet and my FZ16. Oh, and something that I didn't mention in my part 1 video also, that if you have seen me braking with 2 fingers like that, because I'm riding, I used to ride a mountain bike. So the mountain bike, the brake handles, the front and back, the rear is actually very short. So we usually either use 1 finger or 2 fingers. So I'm very used to like 2 fingers already. 1 finger not so effective for me usually 2. But for your 2B when you go to SSDC or whatever CDC where everywhere is the same one, you have to use all 4 fingers. One thumb grabbing the throttle, and then other 4 fingers grabbing the brakes. Same thing for your clutch. No 2 finger or 3 finger, all is 4 finger. So if they spot you doing 1 or whatever less 1 finger, I don't know how they see less 1 finger, 3 or 2 improper technique already, then you will score points for that. I don't want to go carry on riding anymore. Oh, very hot actually. So I'll be ending my video here. Just a few more notes for you guys. When you are riding a bike, eventually one day you will fall. I would say one day you will fall. No matter whether be it something on the road like sand or oil, or maybe just some stupid mistake, you forget to put your side stand down, your bike drop, or you low side, you corner too low, you throttle too much, start to low side, then you slide your bike or whatever one day you will fall If you are afraid of falling on a bike, then I will tell you guys, for those who are afraid of falling, don't ride a bike because once you are afraid of falling, you will tend to be a bit too careful, and then you will become more of a hazard because and a danger lah on the road, because you are too focused on, you know, not falling and stuff. When you're riding a bike, definitely you'll fall one. Just be natural on a bike. Keep all your safety aspects in check. Always wear all the gears you have. Today I'm not wearing any gloves so that you can see my fingers and stuff clearly, but usually I wear my gloves, but sometimes, you know, I also will forget one. You see my videos, if I'm not wearing gloves means I forget, or it's washing. So yeah, try to be comfortable on the bike. If you feel that you are not comfortable, or you really are too afraid of falling, then I suggest you don't ride really, because definitely because if you become too careful, then you start to ride very slow. Everything also scared. Want to turn, scared. Want to corner, scared. I don't dare to lean. I want to turn handlebar, also scared. Where is the controls? Where is my brake? Where is my clutch? If all these kind of things after a few months of practice you still cannot get it, then really you might want to consider whether you still want to ride a bike or not, because your safety is a main concern, but other people on the road, their safety, right, is also another concern. So yeah, I think I will wrap up my video for how to ride a motorcycle here. I hope I don't miss out anything. If I miss out anything, then there will be a part 3. So okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all you guys for watching my videos. Subscribe and like everything. My WhatsApp WhatsApp, what the hell am I talking about? My Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. WhatsApp. So okay, it's getting pretty hot. Just now it was raining, now it's getting very hot. Okay, I'll end my video here. Okay, ride safe, stay wacky.